I've had a lot of mentors coming up. I really have. I watched the great documentary that Reggie Hudlin did on Clarence Avant, and I didn't even realize that Mr. Avant had worked with this man, Teddy Powell, who I worked with when I was a young undergrad at Seton Hall University. He like showed me the early ropes. So, when I think about him in the entertainment business, that was kind of like the start. And then, then there was others. Somebody that really led me in the right direction in terms of just life skills. It was my high school principal. My high school principal, they need to do a documentary on him like they did Lean On Me on Joe Clark. Because my high school principal, George Sluiat was his name, drove a vintage Thunderbird, used to wear ascots. He was cool like that, man. But he had like his life lessons was cool. And then I had an English teacher named Mr. Doobie that taught me how to speak right, do right, study, have a vocabulary. You know what I mean? Things like that. But entertainment-wise, it was just so many, man. So many. It's like I would hate to leave anybody out. But I can say the one who I idolize more than any is Berry Gordy, is the template for what I want to do, because I want to be able to create an entertainment empire where I can employ my friends, family, and their friends and family. I think that's pretty cool. As long as you're doing it not for the ride of the glamour and the glitz, but this is something that you really went to school for, and I can supply you a job in that capacity, that's the ultimate for me. That's the ultimate, man. I'm not going to retire. I'm going to just sit back and just love. Because love is, you know what I'm saying? There was a friend of mine, Kev Mitchell, who was from, I believe Kev was from Boston. And when, I don't know, it was like certain people, you meet certain people and you just vibe with them. So Kev and I, we vibed. And we both realized that we both were vegetarians before vegetarians was popular. We would smoke the vegetables, basically. He was at 298 Elizabeth Street. I was at 652 Broadway. And either he would call me or I would call him because we figured that it was break time. And I didn't know when he was going to call or he didn't know when I was going to call. But whenever either one of us called, we knew that we were nearing break. If we had something that we had to finish doing, we knew that right when we was finished, we would go do what we had to do. And most of the times we would go to Washington Square Park and just have a great time. And then after work, we would resume the party. But it was just an easy way for us to tolerate the madness that was going on, because trust and believe me, it's a lot of madness in this hip hop world.